Guys, we are on the final intermediary chapter of chapter 3 of Hunter the Parenting. This is 3.8, which means the video after this one is going to be finally onto the mainstay. This one is kind of interesting, actually. This one looks like it's going to be focusing on boy. So, this one's an hour long. So I guess this is going to be a bit of an experience. Guys, if you've been enjoying this, let me know in the comments. Honestly, I did not think people would be interested enough for us to get like this deep into it. But I've been very excited. Like, it's been very, like, there's been a very, to those collection of people that have been dedicated to this, who've been excited for this, you guys are amazing. I love you. Thank you so much for your support. Episode 3.8. Let's see what we're getting ourselves into. After the last episode, it's going to have some big boots to fill. Heen! Oh, beautiful. Was not expecting one of my friends to appear on the front page of this. It's always funny when I see somebody in one of these videos that I recognize. Hello,
the night
Cuba.
was almost pitch black. Rain falling like the tears of
Hello,
angels.
boy. Everyone say hi to
as
boy.
Akira
Hello,
Cross
boy.
stood on a rooftop overlooking Aku City.
He's Batman.
The rain was heavy and cold like his heart as he looked down on the evil city,
Ooh.
filled with the evil creatures
New D&D
of
campaign just dropped?
darkness that made him so disgusted. He swept the red highlighted black hair from his pale face,
Oh,
turning his
God, he
face
started
towards
a
the dark sky. The rain masking his tears
Diesel
that fell
City
from his brown eyes.
D&D campaign. Oh,
As he
God, he's
thought
anime.
back to that
Oh my God. Boy! You were supposed to be the cute, adorable one, not the cringe weeb.
Fateful day that brought him.
I forgot how horribly long and boring the drive to the chapter house is. I left my DS at home. Entertain me.
I'm bored. I have ADHD. If I don't have stimulation once every 5 seconds, I will explode.
Sandy! Turn, please turn, please turn. I did
Oh,
not.
now we got pen all over the page. Well, alley-oop.
I gotta say, just from like an observational point, I absolutely love the stylistic improvements they've made since the beginning. Like, you notice since like the first couple of episodes, the style has like not changed, but improved and innovated. Like, all of the characters look like there's so much more like refinement to their style and everything. Like, the animators and the artists they have working on this, I adore them in every way. Because it's like, it is Western style in and out, and I love it. Although I must say, the vanishing point on... Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, that chair is upsetting me. Why does it get bigger? I mean, maybe it's just the wackiness of this bus. But that is not our perspective. Anyway.
Fine, I'll entertain myself with trash. What's this?
Oh, I did some...
Couponing. You can. Hey, boy. What you doing?
Drawing
writing
anime.
stuff.
What are you writing?
Oh, it's a kind of story.
A
Fan
story,
fiction.
huh? Do tell.
Well, for the past little while...
Yes, please tell me about this cringe manga comic you're writing so I can mock you for it later. I'm the best sibling you could ever have, right? You look like a... This is where Boy's rebuttal would be something along the lines of, yeah, well, at least I don't look like a fire that with dysfunctions.
Now, I've been working on a story that I'd really like to get published? Published, yeah.
Ooh.
He's so
Can I
cute!
see it?
If anything happens to Boy, I will shit and piss.
Know. I'm kind of nervous. What if you loathe it?
I understand your hesitation, son, but know that we all support you.
Yeah, don't be nervous. We're your family. It's not like we got anything better to do on the car ride to Arkham's. Ain't that right, love?
No, right, Paul, right?
Well, you guys don't. Kitten's trying to make sure you don't go careening off the road into a pit because D doesn't know what a stop sign is.
Boy, I am willing to proofread your story. But you must know, if you do not wish to share your tale with us now, you have no obligation to...
Okay, so all the good stories on the internet usually have something called a beta reader that you have look at your stuff.
Beta reader? I think I should be insulted. Am I a beta reader? No, I'm not going to think too hard about it.
So I took the liberty of making a copy for everyone.
Oh, it seems you've been preparing for this.
Jesus, how many pages is this? No wonder the printer was out of ink.
This is why you never underestimate the neurodivergency of a teenager who's just watched their first anime. I, for one, when I was in high school, would spend all of my lunchtimes doodling up random nonsense in my head that was inspired from things like Cowboy Bebop, and then wondered why my teachers thought I was a problem child.
Yes. Ink is replaceable. Boyhood wonder is not.
So D, that was a stop sign.
We had right of way.
Do what I mean?
D, that was a red light.
I was over the
Sir
line.
D, that was a stop sign. Sir D, that was a red light. Boom. Sir D, that was an innocent bystander. Well, he should have been in the way then.
Sir D, you're supposed to go around the roundabout, not through it.
So that's why they call it that.
I love Sir D's chaos. I do.
Hey, Dad, you doing your best to not get us arrested? Or killed?
What?
To be fair, that is the typical response to an American driving on British roads. Americans, I know that roundabouts are a foreign concept to all of you, but they are a pretty accurate representation to British societal norms. Rather than doing straight ahead and A to B, we like to spin around in circles over and over again until we vomit everywhere. So we want to make sure you have the same experience. It's called societal ingress and experiences. You got to experience life like a Brit if you're going to be here.
Yeah, sure.
Father, Boy has written a story he would like for us to read.
Oh, what a creative little scam! Why, I'd love to.
Sir D, you're driving.
Or doing something
Think
that
of the vibe.
resembles it.
Egads, that's true!
Egads, it's true. God, I love Dee's voice. He's got such, like, that voice kind of has the same energy as, like, some of the Takahata voices.
You just listen and tell us all what you think.
Nonsense! I shall partake. For my darling
Why,
grandchild,
yes.
there is nothing in this world I would not do for you. I would stare deep into a burning eclipse, punch 100 jaguars, even eat a shapely boulder, like a common household velociraptor.
Everything you just described is extremely dangerous.
Well, I don't want any of that.
For a normal person, yes. To someone like Dee, beating a boulder, eating a snake, and dealing with taxes is just a day-by-day play of fun.
I just want you to hear my story.
Then support your creativity we shall. Nailed it!
We should read Boy's story before we all die.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Say, boy, what's this story about?
I believe we all need a D in our life to stay on our toes. Everybody needs to have a big D in their life to make sure that you're living life to its fullest. Because so long as there's a big D in your life, you're never going to live life boringly, and you're always going to try and live life to the fullest with the constant threat of death facing you down. From D. That's right, D is the threat.
Okay. So, this story's called
Context.
Akira Cross Vampire Slayer. It's about Akira Cross, who's this
Akira?
vampire.
Akira? Wait. This gives me a moment to show an Akira meme I had made recently.
Leave me alone!
Ah, yes, my one Akira moment.
Whoa.
Don't patronize me.
Right, sorry. Well, I have consumed countless
Yes, do not clip that out of
miles worth
context,
text
whatever you
on
do.
sharing sites and online blogs. If you want me to play hardball, I'm a connoisseur in the field of literature written by 11-year-olds and stand ready to viscerally tear apart your story limb by limb.
No.
Marcus, you're sleeping in the chimney if you do your internet critic bit right now.
Man, you are coming at me from all sides. I see how it is.
Uncle,
No
I'm
one
open
knows
to
my
all
critique.
feedback.
Nobody wants
I
to
fear
know
nothing but pain,
masterful.
death, and
You said this was a vampire slaying tale? Tremendous! You'd know all about that, wouldn't you, you little dead-eye? Well,
Yeah,
it
boy
hard to
is
read the script
precious.
and avoid
Yay.
collisions at the same time. Perhaps you could read us in.
I gotta point out, by the way, I love the little bit of compositing they've done with these little 3D backgrounds just to give that illusion of movement. It's so cute.
Us rolls as things progress.
sure. Okay. Here goes.
Realistically speaking, and like talking on a more serious level, I legitimately think like everyone has their role to play. Like obviously Marcus has like some big things coming up with him with the whole like brother thing happening. I think Boy is very pivotal to the whole plot, more so than has been led to be portrayed up until now. Like I can very much foresee that he has some very interesting roles to play with the story. I can foresee it. It's like narrative dissonance, if you will.
The night was almost pitch black, rain falling like the tears of angels. As Akira Cross stood on a rooftop overlooking Aku City, the rain was heavy and cold like his heart. As he looked down on the evil city, filled with the evil creatures of darkness that made him so disgusted. He swept the red highlighted black hair from his pale face, turning his face toward the dark sky. The rain masking his tears that fell from his brown eyes as he thought back to that fateful day.
I don't mean to expose myself too much here, but this looks eerily like the stuff I drew when I was in high school. Hold up. I want to see if I can find something real quick. Give me a sec. So, not to kind of give in too much to the tribulations of the bull honky. So look at this, right? So this is the stuff I was drawing when I was 13. Anyway.
That brought him there. Akira came from the legendary Cross family, a clan of vampires hunters from all around the world.
Not saying that I see
His
myself
father Slab was a
being
master chief
inserted
in the
here, but
Marines
still.
before he became a vampire hunter, and his mom Yumi was a priestess who hunted demons in Japan.
Ah, the
Ooh,
yokai.
very
Many
kawaii.
affairs
So
from creature
otaku,
under that
Sorry,
desune.
boy, I don't mean to digress, but have you actually fought yokai before, Sodi?
Ah,
I mean, I've heard stories about there being special vampires in Southeast Asia, but never anything about a confirmed yokai sighting.
yokai? Why, the true to life was the Dover demon. But Kuei Jin? Mistakes, fantasies, delusions of those who dream of the mysterious Orient.
Ooh,
At
spooky.
best, a cute misunderstanding. At worst, a vile Occidental conspiracy.
By the way, Sean Bean has a bit of an insert with me now because of this. After hearing Sir D going fucking Yorkshire or whatever it was, I was promptly reminded of a little thing that Sean. Yeah. Sean Bean. Yorkshire! For Yorkshire, I say! Anyway.
Prevent you from supporting your local Vietnamese takeaway.
God, I wish I got that recorded.
Right, but what about yokai in general?
Oh, yes. Just as there are various and sundry cryptid critters in Western nations, so too do mysterious beings exist in the East. Take, for example, the dreaded and pernicious...
Please, we've heard the Onryo story 1,000 times.
Oh, have you now?
You got knackered with some salaryman, found yourself at a third
Are
floor
you
girls'
a
restroom
are you
in
an
high
eldritch
school, then
Japanese
managed to
demon?
summon
Because
Hanako-san.
I'm your Onryo to your yokai. You're gonna give me your money.
Story.
Who's Hanako?
Oh, Apparently not.
Well, first of all, it wasn't just Hanako-san. It was her three-headed lizard as well. I was nearly dragged into hell through that toilet.
I guess if Boy ever needs any good, imaginative prompts, he can always go to D. D's wild imagination and experience would be great storytelling bits to work with.
Thank you very much. Second, that wasn't what I was going to say in the least. No, no. What I speak of is the fearsome Kappa.
Kappa!
The Kappa?
Hey, Kappa, Kappa,
You mean
Kappa,
the little
hey,
duck
Kappa,
turtle
Kappa,
guys
Kappa,
that hang
Kappa.
out by rivers and eat cucumbers?
Precisely them. In a land surrounded by water and covered in a latticework of rivers and streams, the Kappa is one of the most dangerous apex predators imaginable. They swim like torpedoes from hell.
And it's always the less fearful looking ones that you should fear the most.
Into the water. Have teeth
You never know
sharp
what
enough
they'll
to shred its
do.
liver in an
Like, sure, they
instant.
look cute and
have
adorable
3
initially,
anuses
but you
release
wait.
enough
They're just
toxic
waiting,
gas
waiting,
to
laying in wait.
bear.
They're just biding their time until they rise up and bite your
And if they
kneecaps.
don't render your fat from your hollow, marrowless bones, do you know what they do? Hmm? They pull your soul right out of your sphincter.
Okay, no, come on.
I mean, I suppose that's one way to go. At least you'll have an orgasm when it happens.
Now you're just pulling my leg.
You think I jest about anal soul extraction?
Yes, we do not joke about anything. You know, I'm not even gonna finish this bit. Fuck me. That, like, guys, I scrape the bottom of the barrel, but I have a full stop when it comes to anus jokes because they're really. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Worse
You've
things.
been to the country, you know.
I'm a bit anal about
Fine.
those kind of
You don't
jokes.
believe me, ask your friend Grimly.
Sorry, I
Get to
couldn't
the
help
chapter
myself.
house.
Please don't.
I'm almost certain she could tell you all about it, what with her unyielding love of Japanese culture.
She can tell me about anal soul extraction?
I think he means.
That needs to be an out of context, like, little soundbite.
He can tell you about kappas in general. Oh, well, honestly, I wouldn't rule out at least knowing about anal soul extraction.
When the threat
We
of
have been on,
wrecking
okay,
Shannon
we have been
agrees,
on this subject
your
of
defense
anal soul
is
extraction for far too long. Please move on. I'm getting kind of turned on.
Placate the thieving magpie. Or you could bow at it so the water in the little divot in its head falls out and it can't move any longer. Then you pour some more water in and become best friends for eternity unending. Those were the days.
Please.
Oh, hey, Dor, thought you fell asleep.
I believe it is time we return to the story. We have spent a great deal of time on anus attacking monsters without giving Boy
That's what I'm saying, Door.
meaningful feedback.
Oh, it's okay, Dad. I was getting lots of good notes. I'm gonna include Kappas in the story somewhere.
Please do not.
Okay, no butt stuff. Anyways, he and his younger twin brother Ryu trained every day at their mansion in Japan, which was actually an old castle from the feudal era. They
I'm glad I read the captions because I honest to God thought he said Futa era.
trained to use katanas and sharkins.
Pause. Sharkins?
You know, like Sasuke has? The throwing star things?
Oh my God, Naruto
shuriken.
reference!
Yeah, you'll want to change.
God, I wish Naruto wasn't shit these days. And no one can say Baruto isn't just Naruto, but like they said, oh yeah, Naruto ended. No, it didn't. Baruto was just a poor successor.
The spelling, otherwise people might think they threw sharks around as weapons.
I don't know. I kind of like the mental image of vampire hunters whipping sharks at monsters.
Okay.
That'd make a great
They
story.
trained to use katanas and shurikens, and their mom taught them spells for binding demons and ghosts.
Ooh, magic
but
and
Akira's
shit.
favorite training was the gun training he had with his dad. because he loved to shoot assault rifles, and sometimes his dad.
Oh god, I can't laugh, but I'm laughing because this just screams the kind of story writing I did as a kid. Oh god. And then this happened, and then this happened, and because there's no world building, and because it's all just in the imagination of a teenager, it's just so cool! Anime! It's so anime!
Dad would bring home experimental guns like the crystal pistol, which were always cool.
Boy was playing too much Halo.
A crystal pistol, you say? Just to ensure I'm witnessing its form in the mind's eye theater correctly, is this a pistol made of crystal, or a pistol that fires crystals? Or perhaps, is it both?
If it's the gun I'm thinking of, it shoots crystals that violently explode into shards on contact.
Marcus knows.
Am I right? I bet I'm right.
Yeah, that's how it works, but the crystals are different, because they are magic crystals. Magic!
I absolutely shudder to think of the ramifications should the US government actually harness the power of crystal bullets in their weaponry.
Father, I do not believe the United States would even be interested in developing crystal ammunition, even without factoring for the low
So of course,
density most
Door starts
crystalline
going
materials
analytical
and
on the whole
likelihood of
thing.
shattering upon firing, let alone upon contact. The logistics and cost of carving crystals into the proper bullet shape at a high enough rate of production to outfit even one soldier would quickly outweigh any benefits. Though, perhaps, if one was to house a crystal within a proper casing...
No, the casing would just get in the way! For any crystal's effect to take hold, the crystal must make direct contact with the flesh of the target. Why?
I thought we were here to listen to Child's ramblings about his anime storyline. Why are we suddenly talking about the ergonomics of crystal weaponry? Because as somebody from Bristol who's brought up with crystals, because my family's very Bristol, we got to remember that the crystal power that is in Bristol is only surmounted by the crystal of our blistles.
I remember not long ago, I was accosted outside the legally distinct obese feline by a drunken man claiming to be a druid and brandishing a knife made of pure jasper. As you do. If you know anything about jasper, you know it protects the bearer from negative energies.
Oh, of course. To be fair, my mum, big into crystals. Very much kind of like has that notion of like, you use this crystal to help resonate your energies, and this crystal keeps away the tax accountants.
But when weaponized, it can fill its victim with all of the negative energy ensconced within its crimson form, as I learned when the druid housed his blade right into my lower abdomen. Though I quickly managed to slam dunk the druid into a nearby gutter. For days,
Oh god, that's the mental
I found myself
imagery.
mired in malaise and malcontention, stifled under the weight of all of the negativity.
All right, hands up. Who wants D to write a comic with this kind of storytelling? Me, I do. I need to see this. I need to see Daddy D dunking a druid.
Pervading my body thanks to that damned Jasper.
Dad, are you sure you weren't feeling bad because you know, got stabbed?
Do you think I haven't been stabbed before, young man? I know the difference between a normal stabbing and a negatively charged stabbing. But I'm sorry, my sweet boy. I've sent us far afield once more. Continue.
Starting to wonder if I should have said no comments until the end. Please. Were. Everyone was happy in their peaceful lives.
Talk about a
But
change
all
of
that
pace from the
changed
last
one
episode too.
fateful day.
What if we're
It
gonna
was
get some
after
serious
dinner
undertones
when
in
the
this one?
vampires attacked.
Not the vampires!
Slab took his favorite double-barrel shotgun. I typoed. Slab took his favorite double-barrel shotgun, which was loaded with UV bullets, and ran to the courtyard of the mansion.
Pardon me, boy, but is that a typo too?
Huh? Oh, mansion? No, it's a, it's a mansion that's a castle. So a mansion.
Every English lesson I've ever took tells me that that's a typo. But his cunning verbiage makes me want to believe that that's... You know, anytime I see a castle that's also a mansion, I'm going to call it a cansion from now on.
I can switch it to Massel if that makes more sense, though.
Personally, I'd say stick with either mansion or castle.
That's some great lingo right there.
Confusing.
Portman's toe?
Continue.
Oh, this is Slab's part. You want to read this, Dad?
Yes. Take the kids and run.
Slab shouted at Yumi, and he opened fired his way out of the house, while Yumi grabbed Akira and Ryu and ran. But she only made
Gripping
it to the
story.
private dock in their backyard when they came face to face.
It might
with
be
their
goofy and it might be
greatest
silly.
enemy,
I'd watch an animation about this.
Gilgamesh, the king
Gilgamesh.
of Urukai.
Garugamesh.
Oh no, not ancient Mesopotamian mythology? Or is he an orc? Mesopotamian orc?
He was a massive man with a massive beard and an evil smile full of razor-sharp teeth.
That's right! That's exactly what he looked like!
He laughed loudly and evilly. Grampy, you're really loud. Maybe you should read for Gilgamesh.
Oh no.
Honor, sweet child. Did you actually think you could escape from me?
Dee, please keep your eyes on the road.
As he laughed, he tossed a body at Yumi, knocking her off her feet. It was the body of Slab, drained of all its blood.
Oh
Yumi
no.
broke down in tears, unable to fight back against Gilgamesh's incredible power. She pleaded.
I guess you could say that Slab was very exsanguinated to see you. Aha, aha, aha. Yeah, I just lost like 50 subscribers for that.
with Akira and Ryu to run away, but they were quickly caught by Gilgamesh's wicked henchmen. Akira was forced to watch as Gilgamesh bit his mother and brother in the throat, quickly draining them of all their blood.
And that's how you start a tragic backstory.
I'm sorry, please. I just need a moment to compose myself.
Oh my god, Dee, you are so
Dad,
adorable.
You okay? You're not having a flashback, are you?
No, just not only have the rock.
More like a flash forward to what comes after this episode.
The honorable
Subtle
son
foreshadowing.
laid to ruin. But to see the very lives of the sweet, nurturing Yumi and the rambunctious scamp Ryu snuffed out so viciously. I knew Gilgamesh was a vile fiend, but this is truly a new low of villainy. How could I not be moved to tears at the tragedy of it?
No, Loven forsooth.
Marcus, be nice.
But he's still got the friggin' musket spear.
Okay, we're good. I'm good. Please continue.
As Gilgamesh laughed evilly once more, Akira had enough. He screamed, feeling a burning rage.
Well, it was. If we were referencing 90s and early 2000s cartoons, it was only a matter of time before Dragon Ball Z turned up. What's next? Evangelion? Gundam Wing?
Rising inside of him, and suddenly there was a flash of light. He unleashed all of his anger into a burning aura.
You could say
and
going
formed
even
a
further
giant
beyond.
Flaming katana in his hand, cutting down the vampire that had captured him.
Oh,
His parents had never had the chance to tell him and Ryu, but his father was descended from the Nephilim, ancient angels, and his mom was descended from Yukai, Japanese demons. This made him
Education will look at this and call it a failing of society. The fact that the kid can come up with all this creativity of like fantasy and knowing the ins and outs of mythology, and yet they can't figure out what 2 + 2 is.
half American, half Japanese, half Nephilim, and half Yukai, which make him extremely powerful.
Nephilim, yokai, and human together. The blood in that hybrid is as potent as they come. Akira is among the most powerful entities I've ever heard spoken of, even in legend.
Oh, sorry to interrupt again, but there's something I've come to notice. you don't appear to use commas in your writing. Is that a stylistic...
Come on! He's 11 or something. 11-year-olds can just barely use the toilet or figure out how to put an egg in a frying pan. You think they're gonna use commas? I didn't start using commas until I was... No, wait, I still don't use commas. Never mind.
Choice or...
What's a comma?
Commas are an admission of defeat in syntax form.
Exactly.
They are for people who have no confidence in
This
their
is why
own
I
words.
resonate with
They speak of the
D so
essence
much.
Of pausing, and you should never pause. Speak your words as lightning.
In addition to teaching Boyd about ancient literature, such as
Also,
the
Jade,
Epic
thank you
of
for the resub.
Gilgamesh, Father insisted that he preside over Boy's grammar lessons.
Which, as you can see, went about as well as our math lessons.
Don't think I can't hear your sarcasm, son of mine. I taught you all to be mavericks of the written word.
Starshine,
I'll
thank you for the
spell
gifted
your
subs.
name
Thank
with a
you.
comma after every letter.
Son, you curse me so.
Break.
It's only a statistic if you're caught, okay? Just because you ended someone's life with your funny bus doesn't mean it's a road traffic collision. It's a road traffic cover-up. Yes.
What a rush! I love driving.
Continue before we crash, boy.
He mowed down wave
At least
after
the last
wave
story
of
they're ever gonna hear
vampires
is
with
one
his
of family.
angry sword. But he knew he wasn't ready to fight Gilgamesh yet, so he jumped into the river and was washed away to safety. That was 5 years ago. Now, Akira was back in Aku City, seeking the final,
Aku City.
truest vengeance against his mortal, immortal enemy.
By Jove, what an absolutely cracking introduction this was! I have no words.
Yo,
And
Crystal,
beyond
thank you
words
for the
I said earlier,
Prime.
of course.
Damn, you guys are going
But
ham
it
on
had
this.
thrills, it had chills, it had gut-wrenching tragedy. I couldn't think of a better beginning than this.
I think it could probably use a little.
I find it kind of telling of the fact that, like, a lot of the education systems in England really don't encourage kids to be creative like this. Because when I was in high school, and maybe this is just hyperbolic to my situation, anytime I was doodling or drawing or trying my creative outlet, most of my teachers were little scuzzwazzles that were like, no, you can't be doing that. You must conform. You must conform. But they couldn't stop me. Every border of my workbooks was filled with stupid little doodles and the aspirations of a budding artist. And the teachers hated me for it. But now look at me. Now I am the artwork.
Little expansion. This is a big, life-changingly awful thing that happened, and you've got maybe a paragraph or two on it. Maybe make it a whole chapter unto itself. Flesh it out. Really lay it on thick.
Well, I like it so far. It just needs a once-over with spell check and some commas is all.
How dare you!
Perhaps specify that the crystal pistol uses shelled crystals rather than crystal bullets.
Is that really all you have?
Anyway, back to it.
Enable the
It was
child.
time
Enable
to get
them.
To work. He put on his headphones and put his favorite song on his LG chocolate. Crazy Frog. He chuckled
Listen, if the patriarchy can fight the commies, then child can fight the commas. Okay? Okay.
ironically. Some might say he was pretty crazy after all, like the Crazy Frog.
Actually, it's not the Crazy Frog. Its actual name is The Annoying Thing. Crazy Frog is the name of the song.
Marcus put on his favorite artist, The Annoying Thing. Marcus chuckled ironically. Some might say he was pretty annoying.
Oh my fucking god.
Son-in-law, you crushed my son into the ground like a hydraulic press with your potent modes of humiliation.
The song is in fact called Axel F, as it is a cover of the theme from Beverly Hills Cop.
I don't want to own up to my childishness. I unironically liked Axel F as a song. I gotta be honest. Yeah, I mean we all remember the Crazy Frog and its controversy for having a penis, but we forget how awesome that song actually was.
But not an original song. Additionally, The character may have originally been called the Annoying Thing, but its name was changed to Crazy Frog. You're wrong on both accounts.
Why does he know this?
God, not you. Hey, wait. Since when
Why
did
have we all
you
got to
know
be so
fuck all
matter of
about
fact?
Crazy Frog.
Since my son began his obsession with that mind-numbing nudist.
To be fair, what's worse? A child that's obsessed with Skibbity Toilet or a child that's obsessed with a frog with a bit of a disposition? I think we all know what the better choice here is.
He's not nudie, though. A lot of cartoon characters are just drawn like that.
Boy, you can see his penis.
Oh my god, that needs to be a chaos clip. That needs to be a chaos clip. You can see his penis.
Wait, what?
Are we sure we all watched the same video?
Oi! Let's continue.
He leaped off of the 50-story tall building and shot like a rocket to the street below. The force of his landing and his steel-toed boots making a crater
damn
in
it.
the street.
Now all I can think of is door saying you can see his penis. Oh god, my brain. I was not expecting this kind of nonsense today, goddamn.
Where he landed. The rainwater bounced off of his black trench coat, which looked almost like a straitjacket, and his black and red chain rave pants as he walked.
Now, where have I seen a wardrobe like that before, Marcus?
Why are you looking at me when you say that? Just because that's how I dressed when I was a teenager? Because I was rebellious and cool and a goth. A cool, rebellious goth, if you will.
You're of the big and tall persuasion like myself. Fat pants provide both ample breathing room and storage space. They're handy and they make
Be a big D!
me look cool. Continue.
Akira walked to Duskheart Academy, his high school which was only open at night. He never liked going to school much because he felt like everyone was always looking at him funny, and any one of them
Panty and stockings narrative, hello?
could secretly be a monster in disguise.
Oh yeah, panty and
Tonight
stockings.
was the night he started his Economics 101 class.
Oh, God.
No,
No,
Akira.
not
But as he walked
economics!
into the classroom, he got the shock of his life. Standing behind the desk wasn't a teacher, it was Gilgamesh!
Oh no!
What?
Look, if I'm anything to go by, anyone can change. Some of us can go from being a rebellious, angsty teenager to being a sexy slime girl on the internet. So if that's the case, then certainly Gilgamesh can go from being a blood-sucking sociopath to being a functional form-teaching teacher. Or not.
Fuck!
Instantly, Akira drew his sword from his backpack, but Gilgamesh just laughed.
Now, young student. I think you know there's no weapons allowed in the classroom.
He chortled.
Because I'm a fascist.
Akira grit his teeth, but he knew he was right.
Because I'm a fascist? Okay, dude. Okay. There's some problems with the fact that, you know, this was the monster being the teacher. But sure, let's just focus on the fascism.
He couldn't fight Gilgamesh here
Fascism,
and exposed
seven
the
across.
secret that he was a vampire hunter and Gilgamesh was a vampire.
Why not?
Angrily, he put his sword away and took a seat in the back of the classroom and stared daggers at Gilgamesh at the other side of the classroom.
To ensure I understand, Akira is not actually staring the daggers into existence, correct?
Good question.
it's anime, he could do.
Good question.
No, he doesn't have that power yet.
Yet.
Something else to look forward to.
As it turned out, Gilgamesh was pretending to be an economics teacher named Greg Mesh. But what was he there for? Was he there to keep an eye on him? To probe him for weakness? Akira couldn't figure it out, but he had other things to worry about. Namely, that economics was really hard.
That might be the most believable thing I've seen in this entire story. Dude, numbers are hard. You know, hunting down monsters and eldritch abominations. Oh man, that's a walk in the park. But numbers, man, dude, my tism looks at numbers and go, no, back, you foul creature, back. No, quickly, somebody get me holy water for numbers.
Maybe Greg was making the class harder on purpose. As Akira made doodles in his notes, he noticed a girl sitting beside him, looking
So
over at him
kawaii.
occasionally. She had black hair with blue streaks that went down to her chin, and she wore the usual school uniform, but she had on a black and white striped scarf. And she looked kind of
Oh my
evil,
god,
but in
it's a
cute
girl.
way.
It's not like she likes
Akira
you or
was
anything,
also wearing
fucker.
his school uniform because he had changed before he got to school. When she saw Akira looking at her, she looked away, blushing. He caught her staring at him a couple more times, which started to annoy him a little. When class was over, Akira stopped in front of the girl's desk as she was packing her backpack.
Are we just forgetting the fact that Gilgamesh is the teacher now? No, no. Okay, the wars of the heart are clearly more important than the wars of the eldritch. I see.
Hey, I don't like being stared at, he said, glaring at her. If you don't stop staring. He turned away with his eyes closed. I might have to kill you. The girl blushed and looked away and poked her finger.
Boys are romantic. Boy is a romantic, and I think this is more of a self-insert for a crush he has on someone in school.
Together shyly. She looked like she wanted to say something, but she didn't. But then she held out a note, and Akira took the note. The note said, "Meet me at Mirakuru Park at 4 a.m. Oh, and then I put a little author's note in there to explain that Mirakuru is the Japanese word for miracle, just in case anybody doesn't get it.
Ooh, yes, very
Ooh.
helpful that.
Just like Makari is Greek
When he
for
read
wish.
the note, he looked up, and the girl was gone. How mysterious, he
Ooh.
said. Maybe I should do it.
I don't know, Akira. This sounds like a trap. Is it a trap? Wait, no, don't tell me. But maybe a hint? No!
I suppose she could be a secret vampire.
I am totally here for how invested D is in all this. Like, man is having an actual midlife crisis with how invested he is in Kid's story.
Though if she was, considering Akira's been raised to fight them, would he know one on sight?
Well, she did mysteriously disappear after giving him the note. Maybe she's a ghost schoolgirl.
I think you'll all be pretty surprised. But I won't ruin it for you.
I have a bit
The
of
rest
a
of the school night was pretty boring.
I have a bit of
Akira
a
was
thought
straight
that
A
a lot of
student
this is going
and
to
an
play into the
amazing
later
athlete
parts of the
thanks to all
actual
vampire
series.
hunting, so school wasn't
Like,
hard
I
on
have
me.
this like inclination that some of this is going to be like very represented in the actual story of later episodes of Hunter the Parenting.
thing. Sometimes, if he was really bored, he would just leave and have the teacher send his homework home to him. But he couldn't stop thinking about that weird cute girl from his economics class, so he decided he would go to Mirakuru Park after school. Mirakuru Park was the most popular amusement park in town, with 12 of the world's biggest, fastest, and scariest roller coasters, and an awesome arcade. It was also open 24/7,
the springtime of
which
youth
made it a
and the
popular
imagination of the
hangout place
young.
for kids who went to Dustcart Academy.
Before they are woefully crushed
Okay,
by
that
society.
actually sounds neat, if I'm being honest.
But when he got to the park, he saw something that made him angry. The girl from class was waiting for him at the entrance to the park, but she was surrounded by 3 punks.
No, not punks.
Uncle in-law, do you want to play the punks?
Sure, I will.
Oh boy, we got to see Kitten trying to. Oi, love! You gonna be giving us your pretty bird, ain't ya?
Pretty bird.
One of the punks said with a grin.
Come here alone, did ya?
Said another.
Ain't got a mate or nothing. How's about you show us a good time, Sheila?
Asked the third, and they all chuckled maliciously. Yeah, kind of like that, but more menacingly, you know?
Oh, this is the best story ever.
Just to clarify, are they supposed to be punks or bogans?
Marcus is so gonna be
What now?
bullying Kitten for this
Australian
later.
punks.
Oh, no, they're supposed to be British.
Ah, I appreciate the local colour added, but you've got a little of your slang mixed up.
I'll just fix it later.
No, please keep it in there. Keep it in there so that when the inevitable audiobook comes out, your uncle's opening line's gonna be, "Oh, I love what's all this thing."
This is all the more to the point.
Listen, I'll have you know that British slang is actually pretty portraying, alright? Just because we all sound a bit like this and go, cheers, love the cavalry's here. Oh, you got your knickers in a twist there, love? Oh, that's proper too right, it is. You know what I'm saying? Just because some of us sound like that doesn't mean that's what all of us sound. Okay, it's totally what all of us sound like. Never mind. What am I saying? What am I saying?
I want to record the audiobook. Anyway, keep going, for I crave to see more heroics from our young slayer.
The girl looked scared and confused. That was when Akira saw their razor-sharp teeth behind their smiles. They were all vampires. He knew he had to do something fast. He pulled out the black-bladed katana, the
Who could have seen that coming?
From its holster on his chain paints. I meant to write pants, but I wrote paints instead. I gotta fix that. And pointed it at the vampire.
I love the fact that putting in like
Guess I should've
purposeful
known
like
from the smell
mistypes
you
that
were a bunch of
kids would obviously make at that stage.
suckheads.
Makes it way more believable.
Akira said to them,
You tell them, Akira!
"What's the matter? You too scared to
Dude,
pick
D
on
is the kind
someone
of
your
parent
own
everybody
size?"
needs. Holy shit.
What's all this then?
Said one of the punks when he saw Akira.
Oh, you having a laugh, mate?
I laugh because I see myself in this.
Yeah, I'm having a laugh, said Akira, at your dumb faces.
Oh shit!
Young hero!
Akira's got some words to his mouth.
Shouted the second punk. Yeah, I do, said Akira, and the vampires all rushed at him at the same time.
It begins!
Akira swung his Tenshi no Ken once so quickly that it looked like he barely moved at all, and all of the vampires stopped.
Oi, you missed, mate.
Said the leader of the vampires, and they all laughed until suddenly they stopped laughing. Akira raised his Tenshi no Ken, which was covered in blood, and the vampires
I think we need to
looked
see
at
an
it
adaptation
horror
into a
until
modern anime of
suddenly
this.
All of their heads burst from their bodies in a fountain of blood and gore. Eyeballs
Demon Slayer? Demon Slayer?
flying out of their skull like a fountain of eyeballs before their bodies disintegrated into a fountain of ash.
Classic one-stroke duel! My darling grandson, truly you are a connoisseur of the dramatic.
An impressive move, for certain, though highly inadvisable. Taking
Oh,
on so many
dude,
blanks
just
within
let
so
the
close a
kid
range
have
would be
his
suicide
fun.
for most.
Akira turned to look at the girl who was backing away slowly in fear. It's okay, you're safe now, said Akira as he held out a hand to the girl. A thank you would be appreciated.
Ooh, such
What
a
an
gentleman.
asshole.
He sounds like you when you actually do anything around the house.
Oh,
Marcus,
kitten.
How about you play the girl?
Oh, I think my voice has been rendered high-pitched for now from all the squealing. Why not?
Thank you, the girl said under her breath with a blush on her face. Akira was surprised that she had a really pretty voice, like maybe she was a singer or something. She did kind of look like one with her black and blue mini dress with a tutu skirt and corset and combat boots.
Boy! What websites have you been on? What the f- right, it's a Hatsune Miku reference.
Akira had also changed out of his school uniform and was wearing his black strange coat with a mesh shirt beneath, black and red chain rave pants, and heavy combat boots with loads of metal buckles.
Sorry, strange coat?
Oh, it's another portman's toe. It's combination straight jacket and trench coat. The same one he was wearing
Trench
earlier.
coat! Man,
Oh, I see.
dude!
Continue.
Portman, I'm about to make a man's toe for my brain, mixing aneurysm and autism. My aneurysm is gonna be having a real field day with this one.
I'm so happy you decided to come.
Yeah, well, not like I had anything better to do, said Akira as he crossed his arms. So what did you want? The girl held her arms behind her back and fidgeted with nerves.
You just seemed like a really cool guy, so I wanted to see if you wanted to hang out.
That's what she said.
It's not like I like you or anything,
Hang out with
fucker.
anybody, so I thought maybe you might be lonely.
Akira humphed. More like people are too scared to hang out with me, he said.
I mean,
But that's fine.
You
I'm
did
more of a
threaten her
lone
with
wolf
death.
Anyway. But I guess if you want to hang out, that's
No,
cool.
no, Akira! You must understand! As much as this darling young girl may have charmed
oh
your
my
wounded
god,
heart,
D, why are you so
as much as she is now
amazing?
weakness, you can't simply bring her into your world. She's much too frail, too innocent.
Dude, I can imagine D is the kind of person who gets involved with, like, he's more immersed in this story than most people
The
are.
girl smiled the prettiest
Aw.
smile Akira had ever seen and grabbed him by the arm and dragged him into the park. They rode all the scariest rides in the park for hours and got funnel cake, and Akira didn't throw up once. Then they went to the arcade. Akira wanted to play
Get
the
someone
new
in your life who
Halo
gets
arcade game.
as immersed in this
The
as
girl wanted to
D
play
gets immersed in this
Jiggy
story.
Insurrection, the dance game. He rolled his eyes, but he played along anyway.
A Halo arcade game, huh? I wonder how that would work. Or maybe something like Time Crisis. It's on rails.
Okay, I know Bungie's a bunch of cockwombles, but can we make this happen? I'd play a Halo arcade game. I'd play the fuck out of it.
And you step on the pedal to shoot, and you step off to recharge your shield. Something like that.
Oh, you ever see that game, The Grid? It was a deathmatch game where you moved with a joystick and aimed at the trackball.
I'm just picturing someone wildly spinning the trackball, pulling the trigger, and hoping for the best. Oh, didn't
Oh, you mean like people in Unreal Tournament?
Did it?
The
Yeah,
woeful
yeah, it
mental
did.
scarring
I
I
think
have
it's
of
got,
people
like, a
aim shotting
suit with two joysticks, left
in
one
that.
moves
Yeah,
and right one
I
moves.
distinctly remember that. Ha.
All the games to make an arcade shooter, a story-heavy game like Half-Life 2? You think they included water hazard?
Oh, God, imagine. Anyway, continue.
Actually, wait. Chicky Insurrection?
Yeah, it's like Dance Dance Revolution, but I probably can't use that name because they'll sue me.
But you used Halo.
He's right, you know.
He was surprised when they had the new song by Sweetie Chick on it, and he got so into the dance that a crowd had formed to watch him get a platinum top score. He tried not to look like he...
I mean, let's face it, any kind of story that a teenager is going to make is always going to be the inspiration of whatever it is that's their hyperfixation at the time. In fact, all of the comics I used to write in my lunch club were always inspired by what I was reading on, oh god, what was the website? tooncomics.com, I think it was. Either way, there was nothing I ever wrote at that age that was original. It was always like, yeah, I've got a story about a guy who goes Super Kaioken, and his name is Boku, and yeah, you know what I mean.
was having too much fun, but he smiled once or
Oh yeah,
twice.
there was one comic I made which was basically themed entirely off
As
of
sunrise
RuneScape and World of
approached,
Warcraft.
Akira and the girl thought it might be fun to ride the giant Ferris wheel and watch the sunrise together. The two got on and rode the wheel all the way up to the very top when the ride came to a stop.
By the way, my name's Hina.
The girl said,
What's yours?
"My name is Akira Cross," said Akira. "Last of my name,"
Oh,
said Hina, looking sad.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up any painful memories.
So insensitive. Couldn't she tell by his smoldering aura that he was a
Yeah,
man filled
because
to
it's
the
the
brim
girls,
with
the girls,
pain
the
and
problematic one
personal
here.
tragedy?
I'm waiting for the day where Hunting the Parenting ends and they come back to this story and make an entire series out of it.
The two sat in silence for a while, until suddenly, Akira realized that the Ferris wheel had been stopped way too long. Was something wrong with the ride? Were they stuck? All of a sudden, there was a loud bang as something landed on the roof of the Ferris wheel car. The door burst open, and a long arm stretched inside and grabbed Hina and pulled her out. Akira scrambled after her to see what had grabbed her.
No! Betrayed by the wiles of deceitful automata! Never trust a Ferris wheel to
D, you
function
have
when
such a
you've
way
gone
with
mad.
words,
On
love.
the roof of the car was a
D has a way with words like I'll have a way with my voice. Sometimes it just makes you question all kinds of way with things it does. Sometimes it makes you think, oh golly gee, she's got an awfully candescent voice she does.
And then other times she makes you think that she's about ready to give you a good crumping. Big is best. Folks.
Teehee.
old white-haired man wearing orange Indian monk robes. Akira knew who it was immediately. It was Bodhayana, one of Gilgamesh's vampiric coven.
I'm sorry, who?
Bodhayana was an Indian mathematician, currently the oldest known, who was
Oh,
found
of
to
course
have written a
Dor would know
sutra
that.
containing the Pythagorean theorem almost 300 years before Pythagoras himself discovered it.
I wish to know, and I quote, who made math a thing because I hate them. And I would love to
That is a
knight him in
mantra I
behalf of his
live by.
greatest enemy. The power, greatest enemy of the very villain responsible for the hell world you see before you. Cursed be his triangles!
Oh god, that was a fun, very short little story. When I was in, I hated math. I was very bad at math just because most of the time the math teachers I had were very academic and dry. But there was one math teacher I had for one of my years who made math fun. Because, you know, learning should be an experience, not a formality. And this math teacher made math fun. He came in with a personality, he told stories, and when he was teaching us about Pythagoras, he was teaching us the way that, like, who Pythagoras was, and how he got stoned to death because he dared do math with more than 3 decimal places, whatever. Anyway, as he was going around the classroom looking at our Pythagoras work, he came up to me and put out 2 pens in front of me and put them into a cross shape and was like, "Back, vampire!" Because at the time my name was Bram, you know, like Bram Stoker, like Dracula. So, haha, funny play on my name. And then he put the pens down in front of me and said, "So if this is at the x-axis and this is the y-axis, what's the equation of the space in this space here?" I was like, "Oh, I'm suddenly enthralled by this mathematics equation because he made me part of it."
Ah, I see.
One of his snake-like arms was coiled around Hina, who had passed out and was holding her in place. You haven't had a part in a bit, Dad. How about you do this?
Ah, Slab's whelp.
Said Bodhayana.
On a date with your little girlfriend, did I see?
Oh my god.
This guy Austrian boy?
Cultural appropriation.
I apologize, boy. I'm not too good at these voices.
She's not my girlfriend, shouted Akira. She has nothing to do with this, so let her go.
As you wish,
said Bodhayana, and he pulled back his arm like a ripcord and set Hina spinning like a Beyblade.
Okay.
Spinned and spinned until she went flying off the top of the car. Akira screamed and jumped after her, angling his body down to pick up speed to catch her. He caught her and pulled up his
Spider-Man
grappling hook
moment
from his strange coat and aimed it up at the car.
What I find really endearing, by the way, have you noticed that since the beginning of the story, Boy's artwork has improved? You know, it's still that childish, like, crudeness to it, but legitimately, look at the beginning of the beginning of the set, and just look at how much his style improved just between that section. It's like, because when you're a budding artist, the most improvement you do is when you stay consistent, and when you're making a comic where you're drawing the same character over and over again, you will just naturally get better at drawing that character between the beginning and the end. That was my experience, and I can see it in this, which is really cute and endearing.
And fired. The hook looped around a metal beam, and he swung up and over, landing inside of the car. He put Hina down on the seat, then climbed back to the roof. Bodhayana laughed wickedly.
Oh?
He said,
I did the calculations in my mind. She had reached just the perfect speed to make an incredible mess on the pavement.
Why does he sound Scottish
what a
now?
sport you are.
"Yeah?"
Oh,
said
yes.
Akira with a
You
smirk.
got the way to go.
I've got a calculation for you. Me plus you. Solve for who gets dead.
Oh, it is so cool!
Akira charged at Bodhayana with the Tenshi no Ken, but Bodhayana's body pulled out of the way of his swings like he was a giant rubber band.
He's made of rubber? How did that happen? Yo, ho, ho, he took a bite of vampire.
Flung with precision.
The One Piece is real! Look. Inspiration is one thing. Vile mockery is another. Don't knock the kid's fun.
But none of his blows seemed to land. If only he'd brought his UV gun with him, he thought maybe he could have hit him. Akira was starting to get so angry that he was seeing red. Bodhayana just laughed.
Is that all you got, boy?
He laughed.
How embarrassing. Gilgamesh will be most pleased when I bring your dried-up corpse to him.
The mention of Gilgamesh was enough to put Akira over the edge, and his rage overcame him. He dashed forward so quickly, it looked like he teleported. Bodhayana stopped laughing when Akira
Where's the Dragon Ball Z?
behind him and ran him through the heart with the Tenshi no Ken.
Yes! Yes!
How could this be?
He gurgled as blood filled his mouth.
Archmatic, thank
You
you.
pissed me off, said Akira
Oh,
as
no.
he pulled the Tenshino Ken sideways out of Bodhayana's chest. Akira flicked the blood off of the blade and put it away as Bodhayana crumpled to the floor. But just as Akira was about to return to the
Oh, he's
Ferris
thanking
wheel
the
car to
resub.
see how Hina was doing, Bodhayana stood up with a laugh.
You fool!
He laughed.
Because
Oh,
of my
no!
stretchy body, I can move my organs around as I please. So you missed my heart completely. Say your prayers, boy.
How can Akira possibly get out of this one? It's our hero.
I love how
Groot.
invested
Just
he
as
is.
Bodhayana went to strike back at Akira, his arms and legs were suddenly chained with heavy chains that looked
Uh-oh,
to
is
be
the girl
made of
actually
holy
superpowered?
light. He screamed as the chains burned his flesh.
How could this be?
Bodhayana screamed as he freaked out. Suddenly, someone shining with a bright white holy light came floating out of the Ferris wheel car.
Is it the
Akira
girl?
couldn't see who it was right away because the light was too
who
bright.
saw
But as
this
he kept looking,
coming?
eventually he could see it was Hina. Hina, how are you doing this? Akira asked, but Hina said nothing. She just pointed her hand at Bodhayana.
Thy judgment is nigh.
Hina said with a voice that didn't sound like Hina's.
Oh shit, my bad. Thy judgment is nigh. The sun shall be thy judge.
10 out of 10 voice acting. The irony, voice actors playing
Bodhayana
characters,
looked
voice
on in
acting different
horror as the
characters.
sun began
Amazing.
to rise over the horizon. He freaked as his body caught fire in the sunlight, and soon he was burnt away to nothing. When Bodhayana disappeared, Hina suddenly said,
Our work is complete.
and she closed her eyes, and the light faded, and she dropped
Oh
to the
no,
roof of
she
the
watched
Ferris
one
wheel
too many
car.
animes. Now she's become
Kira picked up Hina's
anime.
body. She was okay, just passed out. When the Ferris wheel ride was over, he carried her to her house after looking up her home address on his phone. Her parents weren't home because Hina was also an orphan, so he laid her on her couch and went home. Okay, so, more thoughts?
What an exhilarating fight that was! And what a shocking turn of events! That sweet, shy little Hina was hiding such incredible power!
I don't know. It kind of comes out of nowhere, doesn't it? There's no real foreshadowing
Now
to it. It just kinda
Marcus, let the
happened.
kid have his whimsy.
Well, this is just a first draft, I assume. You can add that on the second pass, you know? Just notes for later.
I would suggest that Akira should not fight the blanks head on, as that would be a needlessly dangerous tactic. Perhaps instead he should lure them into...
Oh boy, the divergent nature of when you've lost your whimsy as an adult. Rather than just letting the fantasy take you. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, let's face it, Door has probably always been this boring.
to a series of traps that he laid out near the park ahead of
And
time.
yes, this is still a
This
better
would go far
narrative
to
than
illustrate
most
his
of the
superior
animes that came out
planning
between
skills.
2000 and
Yeah, I guess I
2010.
could do that. Oh, it's time for a really cool character. Okay, here we go. Akira lived in an apartment on the top floor of the tallest building in Aku City. He lived there with his mentor, Mars. Mars was the man who had
Mars?
found him after he washed up on the river after his fight with Gilgamesh. He was a world-traveling monster hunter, and when he looked into the young boy's eyes, he knew he saw a fellow fighter. So he took him with him around.
Boy's style is starting to look more and more eerily like Dragon Ball Z.
The world to train him and take care of him. He was named Mars because his fiery red hair looked like the surface of Mars, but ironically, it was also the name of the god of war, which Mars
God of War?
absolutely was when
Boy!
it came to fighting monsters.
Kratos?
He taught
Kratos,
Akira
God of
all
War?
kinds of cool moves, like how to hide wooden stakes in a vest under his shirt, and whip them out when a vampire got too close.
Yeah, that is a pretty cool move, isn't it?
Mars was like a big brother to Akira, and the model of what kind of hunter he wanted to be. Oh, that part kind of stops there just because I haven't had the time to get to the rest of it. But basically, Akira's just gonna tell Mars what happened, and Mars will be like, total epic win! And they'll deathmatch before bed.
Epic win!
I know.
Just like this story! Hey guys, one's in the chat if you think this is an epic win! Or a total fail if you think it's two.
But, yeah, I still need to write the next couple arcs, because he's gotta fight the rest of the sidekicks before he gets to Gilgamesh, right? So, the first is Jack the Ripper.
Natch.
Hee hee!
Then he's gonna fight Florence Henderson.
Florence Henderson? The mum from the Brady Bunch?
No, the nurse lady.
Oh, that's Florence Nightingale. You'll definitely want to change that.
Okay. After that is Jackson Pollock.
Good. I never liked his paintings. Missing nonsense that anyone having a prolonged series of muscle spasms could replicate.
I would pay to see you recreate Pollock Door. Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever seen you state an opinion about art that involved architecture.
Cubism was superior to abstract expressionism anyway. I can
God, you are
guarantee
so
Joseph
predictable.
Bokar would
What the
have made a
hell?
Pollock painting, but Pollock could never build the House of the Black Madonna.
Yeah, I've got no clue what any of that is. Any other members of the Goon Squad?
Oh yeah, the last guy is Andre the Giant.
Dude, Andre the Giant is rolling in his freaking grave. He may be dead, but at least he lives on in our hearts.
Let me ask, why these people in specific?
Well, usually when you see a bad guy's minions, he's got a weird guy, a smart guy, a big guy, a lady, and a really scary guy.
Okay, well, this just sounds like he's calling out, like, this is like, obviously the kid's rendition of, like, his interpretation of anime and stuff, but I think this is the writer's way of calling out how cringe and predictable animes were between 2000 and 2015 sort of time. Because he's absolutely right. Like, we all know it. Like, anime was a stagnant, repetitious mess in the early 2000s.
And I thought it would be cool for his minions to be people from history.
Well, pretty solid choices, I'd say, if a bit disparate.
Yeah, he'd fight all of them. Jack the Ripper would come back a few times, so he'd have to fight him a couple of times. And then at some point, Gilgamesh kidnaps Hina.
Hina, no!
Because of course he does.
Dude, Boy is gonna wake up one morning and D is gonna be rummaging around in his notes and papers, just looking at to get a conclusion to the story.
Boy, you must write the story. I must know what happened to Hina.
Yeah, I think I kind of got bored and jumped ahead a little, because the next bit's after Akira and Hina killed Gilgamesh.
Of course he did! I knew he had it in him!
As Akira stood over the slowly disintegrating corpse of Gilgamesh, he couldn't believe what he was seeing on the screen. You do this one, Grampy,
Gilgamesh! Come in, Gilgamesh!
said a strange bat-like alien on the screen.
The whole world needs to know how plans are going for the invasion of Earth! Do you call
Huh?
big?
What the heck are you? Akira asked angrily.
I see you have defeated our champion, Gilgamesh. What a shame.
It was aliens the whole
Said the bat
time?
alien.
I mean, let's face it, guys. We all know that aliens were the ones who, infected Earth with anime as a surreptitious plot to overtake society from the ground up. You thought lizard people were the people who started all this societal dissonance? No, it was aliens, man. Aliens are taking down our guard by making us dull and lumbersome by watching anime, just so they can instill themselves into our cerebrum and then overthrow us when we're all dumb and stupid from too much anime. It's all part of the plan, man.
We are the
Not a
creators of
conspiracy,
the
I tell ya.
creatures you call vampires. They were to be our advanced scout party in order to harvest the resources of your planet. We needed them much more than you did. But now that Gilgamesh is dead, I suppose we have no choice. Our invasion of Earth will begin in 24 hours. Oh.
This is the voice of the Mysterons. We know you can hear us. You destroyed our base on Mars, so now we will, the moon, so now we will destroy you, you pathetic Earth man. Dun 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 dun. Captain Scarlet.
What a twist!
So, you guys are the reason for my suffering? Akira asked with angry tears in his eyes. I'm gonna kill you! Just as Akira was about to lose himself to his rage again, Hina woke up and sadly put a hand on his arm.
No, you can't.
She said weakly, as she was still tired from summoning the Merkaba.
I'm sorry, the what?
She summoned a tank. This Hina didn't strike me.
You have eldritch powers? I summon tank in attack mode! Use 50mm Harkonnen cannons to blow away your enemies!
As being enlisted in the JROTC. Even if she was, they'd be much more likely to give her an M1 Abrams. Why the Makava?
Why would there be JROTC in Japan?
No, it's not a tank. It's, she summoned the Chariot of God.
That's a little esoteric, isn't it? Did your grandpa teach you that one?
I just saw it in a dream once, and it told me its name.
Boy, we need to have a serious talk about your delusions.
Yeah, dream revelations from the cosmic divine. We've all had them. Continuing.
You have to
There's
stay in
something
control.
that needs to be addressed there that we're all woefully
Akira
ignoring.
looked sadly at Hina. I promise I won't leave you, but I do have to go deal with this.
But where are you going?
Hina asked. I have to go to my father's homeland, Akira said. To America! As soon as they left Gilgamesh's destroyed base, Akira took Hina home and told her that no matter what happened, she needed to stay there. Gilgamesh may have been dead, but that didn't mean the Kairoterans weren't also potentially looking to use her for her powers. Hina wasn't happy about it, but at least she wouldn't be alone with all their new friends at her house. Oh yeah, at some point they're gonna... house.
So you got the big bad wolf, Afroed Will Smith from Men in Black, and then thingy from Morgan from Darkstalkers? Guys, I know this is maybe a bit inappropriate, but I would, in 10 years time from this video when Boy is in his 20s, I would be very scared to see this kid's search history.
At some point they're gonna make friends with the... I know there's gonna be a werewolf guy in there somewhere, and also a guy who uses fire magic. Oh, and a succubus? Hina's not happy about the succubus.
Oh my! Do I sense a love triangle brewing?
God damn it, Dee! Don't enable the boy!
As Akira was getting ready to leave, Hina stopped him at the door.
Just promise me you'll be back in time for the prom. Okay?
She said with a blush and tears in her eyes. You know it, said Akira, and he strided away, pulling out his LG chocolate and calling up his father Slab's old friends in the Marines.
And the prom's tomorrow.
Hi, Mr. Chief, sir, said Akira.
I gotta save the world today because prom is tomorrow.
And
I can't be late.
We've got a problem. And this is where, if it was a show, there'd be a cool title card saying this is the next story arc.
I can absolutely see it! The triumphant music swells, and the audience will be vibrating with excitement at the grand adventure to come!
Yes!
It didn't take much talking from Akira to convince the President of the United States to give him full access to Area 51.
You know, considering all the shit that they've seen recently, the aliens of Area 51 probably are hiding there specifically to get away from the anime bollocks that's going on. No, don't include us in your anime nonsense. We just wanted to hide away from this all. We're not cringe enough for this. Oh.
After all, where else on Earth would one go when they wanted to stop an alien apocalypse?
Absolutely.
When he got to Area 51, he found out that the world governments had known about the Kairoterans for some time, but they didn't have definitive proof of their existence until Akira had killed Gilgamesh and revealed their plans to the world. They thought this would be a great opportunity to try out their newly set up Space Marine program. They wanted Akira to lead the program.
In the name of the...
Oh, wait, no. Are they allowed to say that? Considering all the nonsense with Warhammer? We lost Emperor's text-to-speech specifically because they had Space Marines. Oh, no.
But he wasn't interested in all the genetic experimenting they were doing. And after all, he didn't need any of that with his unlocked half-breed powers. So the government said, Fine, you don't have to go through the genetics, but take our space marines with you when you go.
What kind of space marine are we talking? Spartan or...
Spartan. They're not exactly the same, though. I just haven't written about them much. I call them the Crimson Dragon Blades. But we're not there yet. Anyway, Akira agreed. They also showed him the experimental ship they had built, which could achieve faster than light travel, the Catchy. Akira took his squad, which could achieve faster than light travel.
Whoa, what an original concept! I've never seen that before! Goodness gracious! I mean, I unfortunately have sneaking suspicion that someone's going to jump on the back of that thing, tear out the person flying it, teabag them, and then watch it blow up in the distance.
The Catchy. Akira took his squad of space marines, Kanye, Jake, Josh, George, Johnny, Connor, and Lemmy-Tooth, and boarded the Catchy.
Why do these names give me deja vu?
The government had sent scout drones ahead to find the exact coordinates of the Cairo-Terran homeworld, and they determined the ship would arrive within 10 hours. As the ship took off for space, Akira braced himself for the upcoming battle.
Marcus, I think my nose is bleeding.
I kind of skipped this part too, but they land on the planet, and as soon as they get out, there's laser fire everywhere, and everything's exploding, and a bunch of the Marines get shredded, and it's super bloody and stuff. It's super cool and gory, but like also sad and stuff because everybody's screaming and dying, like Saving Ryan's Pirates.
Very...
Hey, don't mock Saving Ryan's Pirates. I loved that movie as a kid. Especially the part where Barbossa came out with Princess Peach and they were like, you must use the Force, Luke. And then Captain Picard was like, the Force must flow. And so will I. Ah!
Age appropriate, yes.
Oh, I know you don't actually have a problem with that one. Who was planning on showing him Genocyber? The one where two little kids get shredded by a minigun at the start of the second episode?
Genocyber is a classic and a rite of passage. And it wasn't just a minigun, it was a minigun and a helicopter.
When Akira finally arrived at the top of the tower,
No, you don't. He's either doing a Dante or a Helsing's Alucard. I swear to God, it looks more like Alucard. I swear on me mum.
Met with a shocking sight. There in the control room of the tower was a boy who looked a lot like him, but who had massive bat wings and short spiked blonde hair and red eyes. Akira stood there with his mouth hanging open. Is that you, Ryu? It can't be! Gilgamesh killed you! He screamed in anguish. That's not quite true, brother, said Ryu. Gilgamesh had intended on
I guess he is the storm that is approaching.
turning me into his vampire thrall when he attacked. But when he took me back to his base, his Cairo-Terran leaders saw there was something special in my genetics, and they commanded him to send me to them. They mixed my DNA with Cairo-Terran DNA. So now, I have the strength of the Nephilim, the magic of the Yukai, the willpower of the human heart, and the dark energies of the Cairo-Terran surging within me. I might be stronger than even you now, brother. But why, brother? Why are you working with these aliens that want to destroy the Earth? Akira asked through gritted
Because there wouldn't be a story without a little bit of obnoxity, right?
teeth. Destroy the Earth? They want to do no such thing, said Ryu, looking confused. But they're planning to invade the Earth in 24 hours, shouted Akira. Oh, that was just a rogue element, said Ryu. We are
rogue element?
The Cairo-Terrans are not the enemy of Earth. In fact, they want to be allies. So, they don't want to harvest the Earth? Asked Akira. They did, but then they found out about you and me, and decided they wanted to try seeking our help, rather than harvesting the Earth's resources.
Even at the age of 12, boy can't pull away from Blizzard's bollocks writing of just always having a bigger evil to fight. I hate it.
Said Ryu. Seek help with what? Asked Akira. The war, of course, said Ryu.
The war of heavens.
X-Quides. Oh yeah. I forgot I started writing this part. The X-Quides? What's that? asked Akira. They're only the greatest threat to the galaxy's ever known,
That's a
Ryu
fact.
said gravely. They're a race of creatures that are something like a cross between a horse and a zombie.
Oh boy! I surely wonder this doesn't have any correlations to their actual situation. You know, the fucking demon horse that's out in the shed that has eldritch abomination demon tendencies to it. Damn, I sounded a bit like Marcus there.
They come from the furthest corner of the universe with only one desire: to consume all life. We call them the X-Clines because they're like horses that are wrong horses, that aren't horses. They have eyes of deepest crimson and are going bald in places, especially on their heads.
Huh. Oh, that kind of sounds like...
Is that?
No, it's not.
This isn't a cry for help at all. No. I'm definitely not trying to hint at an experience I had in a prior episode. No.
It's actually all part of the story. See, the X-Clines are like a gross undead army, like a huge, crazy mass, like zombies and stuff. Yeah, it's nothing like horse, because they don't vomit blood, and they don't make snipples in the ooze for me, or tell me prophecies, or tell me stuff about the future, and yeah, it's nothing
Son,
like horse.
please, calm yourself.
No, because they don't do any of that. Horse does. It's completely different, Dad. And you know another thing?
Boy, my
Another thing.
grandfather.
Talk about a sudden flip to the motif. Holy shit.
Please restrain yourself. Brace!
And then they all died and woke up in Skyrim.
Whew. That could have been worse.
That whole story was a lead up to Boy projecting about demon horse.
Are you alright?
Yeah. Why wouldn't I be?
Because you were talking crazy, dude.
Marcus.
I was? Sorry, I just kind of blanked out.
I gotta be
for a
honest.
second.
I was not expecting for it to all lead up to hit the boy trying to expose horse. That's crazy.
Where was I in the story again?
The rest of the story will probably have to wait, boy. It seems like we're at the Arcanum.
Oh, cool. Well, anyways, I really appreciate you going through my story with me. It made the trip a lot of fun.
Yes, indeed, dear boy. Fun was had by all. And since this collision with Remmel's dastardly hedge was quite minimal, I'd say all's well that ends well. Son-in-law,
Yes, Sadi?
go and prepare the window detacher.
Oh
with
boy.
Marcus and
So this is how the intermediary episodes end. That's
Sure you want
oh, the story writing in this is so good. Even in an episode that didn't seem like it had much to do with the main plot, they still wormed in some narrative
Alright, I think I get it.
advancement.
Come on, boy, you can, wear the welder mask for a bit.
Oh, hell yeah! And the particle respirator too?
Sure thing, I guess.
Yippee! Oh, I do.
Father, I'm concerned.
How can you not be? Tell me your woes, my son.
Boy has always been exemplary. But between those blanks in the tunnel, them breaking out of the cellar, now this...
You worry it's too much for him. Dor, you needn't be embarrassed. It's completely natural to worry. Like, just today I was discussing the
He's
matter with...
fixated on horses of late. He's tried to tell me strange things about him. I've seen him scribble in his notebooks, on the margins of his schoolwork.
Then the matter needs to be closed, and soon at that. Dor, you have my word. Once we finish this hunt, I shall do all in my power to mollify this strange fixation of his.
Thank you, Father. I will speak to him myself as well. You will move past this. I know it. My boy is strong.
Oh.
Stronger than you know, my son.
God, they're so good with these characters. What the fuck? Like, what I think what the thing that gets me the most about this, about the way they tell these stories is they know how to intertwine character development narratively and diegetically in a way that's very subtle. And they know how to play with motifs in such an amazing way. The story writing in this is tantamount to none. Wow. And that's it, I think. Jeez, what an episode! What an episode! I love that.
Oh, is she like possessed here? Okay, all right. Let's try this.
Thy judgment is nigh, and the sun shall be thy judge, jury, and executioner.
It's too good. Oh. I have a very good vocal range, actually. They just have me voice this one fucking twunk. Yeah. Oh man, I wish we could have that in.
I see something at the end.
Diana är hennes namn. Och hon går ut med debeln i månens sken och ger fantomen sin famn.
Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been an amazing episode. In the next one, we get to experience the actual new, another new main episode. Anyway, point is, holy crap, that was good. I love it. I hope you guys do too. Thanks so much for watching. Drop by my Twitch, join my Discord, go and subscribe to Alf Booster, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye-bye.